morning to all. Am I audible? Jai, Ankit, Ibrahim, Anima, Anilta, Paushia. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, fine. So very good morning to all. And we are happy that you guys are following our channel in the past 2 months. And as per the conversation that happening in the group, that JB Global Academy wanted to go on live about clearing all your doubts related to the preparation of your UPSC. Okay, so the day when what we are going to discuss here is that, do you want to know how to plan for the UPSC 2022? So most of the candidates know they wanted to go for 2022 preliminary examination. So that this session like exclusively we are going on live. Okay. So myself Puvendran as academic aide for JB Global Academy. Right, I'm going to present this session. So let's begin with this. Okay, first of all, to appear for the examination, what are the things that we need to know? This is common information that all the aspirants used to get. Okay, it's a common information. So whenever the UPSC board coming up with the notification in the month of February, you can see the notification, you will get to know about all the things to apply for that examination. First one is about eligibility category. Okay, you know about eligibility category is all about what? Citizenship of a nation. So that is a common thing. And educational qualification, we need to get one degree with the affiliated university as the background. And you know about number of attempts depends on the category. Okay, we have general category, OBC, SC and ST, and number of attempts varies. So these are all the common information that every aspirant, whoever preparing for the examination, they know. But what other things that we need to focus? First of all, dates of the examination. Remember, the dates of examination is very important. After knowing that date only, we can start our preparation in the form of a good strategy and as well as the planner. Every year, the notification comes in the month of February, and your preliminary examination will come in the month of June. Okay, so you have to make a proper plan and strategy for your preparation throughout 1 year. Okay, so dates of examination is more important. Due to pandemic in the last year, yes, we got change of our examination date. Okay, so that you need to familiar with the dates because your preparation time is more important. Next, contemplate why you want to prepare. Most of the aspirants had the doubt in their mind why we want to prepare for this examination. You have to come up with a justice first. Your intention and how you want to do service for your nation, in what way you can develop our country, how you can contribute your ideas towards the policy making. All these things you need to come up with the structured answer on your own, because it's not come from outside. We will get inspired from different offices and we'll get inspired from different people outside. But thing is, we need to come up with your own justice why you want to prepare for the examination. Sir, I got a lot of uh, care towards the women, empowerment in the society, so that you can come up with a planning. So where you can work after your district collector, which department you want to be in. So how your policies will improve the empowerment of women. Likewise, you need to come up with a strong reason why you want to prepare for the examination. That is called intention. The right intention leads your good preparation. Then know about the time required for UPSC preparation. Okay, so time is very important for the preparation of UPSC. Yes, 1 year is required, 100%. 100%, you need to spend 1 year of time. Okay, we got foundation, okay, to read the NCERT books, and we got general studies, and we need to spend a separate time for the preparation of preliminary. So the 1 year is required, and also the vast syllabus we need to understand properly, so that it's easy for us to go for our general studies preparation as well, right? So know about the time required for your UPSC preparation is one of the important things you guys need to know. Some of the students used to prepare their NCERT books when they are in schools, and some of the aspirants used to get the books, reference book from the market, and they read. Example we can take for, like, we can take Indian Polity by Lakshmikant, right? Ancient History by R.S. Sharma. Likewise, they'll get reference book and read. So before going into this, you need to familiar with the syllabus. Okay, right. See, all of your doubts, definitely I will address that by end of the session. So just I want to share these things you need to know while going for your preparation. Okay, Shweta, I will come back to you on that, how you need to start the preparation of your UPSC in the 12th standard itself. I'll come back to you. Okay, right. So these are all the things mandatory that you guys want to know about UPSC before starting your preparation. Next, number of hours. Most important concern for all the UPSC aspirants. Sir, how many hours I have to study for this examination? It is mandatory that I want to sit 15 to 16 hours in a day. It is mandatory that I have to spend a separate timetable for my preparation. Yes, the mandatory is there, but how you are going to spend that time with the effective and productivity, that's matter a lot. Okay, so I come up with one important concept called TSE. Okay, T means target, S stands for stamina, and C for capacity. Okay, this TSE is very important to maintain a good number of hours that you can spend for your preparation. Target, you need to set the target which year you are going to appear for the examination. 2021 November now, sir, I'm going to write my examination in the year of 2022. So 2022 is your target. Sir, I'm in school, I have to finish my degree, I want to go for this examination in the year of 2025. So you have to fix the target of your year 2025. And studying number of hours, nowadays it is not possible for us to spend more time. Definitely for that we need a stamina. Stamina in the sense reading more number of hours sitting in the same place. Okay, right. For that purpose only, from the initial stage of your preparation, we used to tell the aspirants need to read the newspaper in a regular basis. Either in 12th standard, either you are in the college, you have to start reading the newspaper regularly. You know why that instruction given to the aspirants? It's easy for them to make sure they can read more number of hours. Shweta, I'll come back to you. Just wait for some time. Definitely, I will answer all of your queries. Okay. Okay, so the target year is more important. Next, we are talking about the stamina, right? So that you can easily observe yourself that how many hours you can spend for your reading. That is mandatory. Then capacity. What is that capacity? Reading is not a problem. Okay, we can read even like novels, some other books, magazines. We can read, but what is mean by that capacity? We can easily understand what is the capacity level of remembering the reading concepts. That is more important. Okay, so you want to build that capacity. Okay, you have to do multiple revision. Okay, multiple revision gives you more confident about your preparation, right? So why do you want to study for long duration? You know about the long duration. Yes, it is required because the vastness of our UPSC syllabus we have to understand. We need to study the foundation first. All the NCERTs is more important for our preparation. Then if you take general studies, we have multiple subjects. Yes, we have multiple subjects in the general studies. We have history, geography, Indian society. Okay, then you got world history also, art and culture. In GS2, if you take GS2 paper, you have Indian polity, okay, constitution, Indian governance, social justice, international relations. GS3, you've got Indian economy, science and technology, disaster management, okay, environment and ecology, internal security. So all these subjects were there in the general studies. To know about the syllabus, to segregate the syllabus as per the UPSC, requirement, and starting your preparation, it is mandatory. Definitely, you need to spend a long duration. This long duration is for preparation as well as your study hour. Okay, as well as your study hour. See, in initial stage, it's not possible for you to sit and study for 10 to 15 hours. You have to come up with a minimum number of hours in the initial stage. 2 hours reading newspaper, 1 or 2 hour reading some books. Okay, example history or geography or economy, whichever is like more interest subject to you. Then gradually you can develop your increasing number of hours for your preparation. Okay, right. So the reason behind increased number of study hours is all about to cover the syllabus in the required time. We always, the UPSC aspirants always come up with a planner for January, for example, January to February. I want to finish the history part. What are the topics I supposed to read in that particular area? If you are not able to finish that, automatically you will get that stress. So that leads, a lot of negativity in your mind. So that increase the number of study hours with the limited number of topics. Okay, so the increasing number of study hours, which gives you a great plan in terms of dividing your syllabus and reading for your examination. Okay, so these are all the points you guys need to keep in your mind in terms of number of hours required for your preparation. Next, what are the problems and what are the effective study plan that we can make? Okay, the first one is all about problems. The first point, level of interest decrease. You can see when the aspirants start their preparation, they will be in full josh. They wanted to go for it, new subjects, new syllabus, but the level of interest is decreasing day by day. What is the reason behind that? Because we are not that much familiar with the subject which is introduced by the UPSC. But the thing is, we studied this subject in our school timings. We have to connect the dots. Okay, so whatever it may be the state here in India, we have the same curriculum in terms of reading the basics in our school timings about our history, about our geography, civic, the lawmaking process, science, environment, even economy. All these we studied back in our school timings. Here we are studying that in a brief manner. We have to connect that dots to make sure your level of interest be in a gradual level. You have to come up with a separate plan for that. For example, whenever you study a subject, your example will take history, do visualization. Okay, once you study the topic, do visualization, put you in that particular place and see in your eyes whatever you read, and see a different documentaries in terms of related to your subjects, so that it's easy for you to stick with your gradual level of interest. Okay, see, gradual level of interest in the sense, in initial stage you will not get the interest, gradually it will develop. So don't drop your reading habit in a regular basis. Then second point is that capacity of brain, it varies from one human to other human. Some may can read 40 pages in 1 hour, some may read 40 pages in 2 hours. Okay, so some may remember the concept once they read first time. So some other can remember the topics after twice or thrice reading only. So the capacity of brain, it varies from one human to other human. So as per your capacity, you have to read as well as remembering concept is more important here. Okay, so I'll come back to this point again because for this capacity of brain to analyze your way of approaching to your preparation, definitely we need guidance. I'll tell that later. Okay, next, unable to maintain productivity. The productivity is more important. I'll tell you one thing. What I felt when I prepared for this examination, it's not at all possible for us to maintain that productivity. What is that productivity? Sir, these many subjects I completed, these many syllabus I covered. General studies 1 is over, general study 2 is over. But when you come back without revision to general studies again, once you complete your general studies 3, automatically you will feel that you are studying everything as a fresh. Yes, so that is called unable to maintain a productivity. If you are starting with your preparation from general studies 1, you need to keep on revising the chapter again and again, so that it's easy for you to evaluate your productivity. How, see, we are spending time, we are spending money. Okay, even money is not a problem, but time is more value than anything in this world. Once you spend the time, you need to calculate your productivity. So if you start maintaining the productivity, automatically you will feel that your problem is like solving. You know, what is the only problem for UPSC aspirants? Completing the syllabus. Okay, so you have to maintain that productivity. So effective study plan to come out from this problem, these effective study plans will help you. Okay, number of hours of reading is problem here. For that purpose, I'll give you one tips that take a break. Okay, so including break in your preparation is more important, even in the classes. Okay, it's not possible for the human brain to concentrate on a particular subject more than 30 minutes. But right now we are in the fast moving world, 15 minutes, that's it. So automatically it will go deviate. So we need to concentrate on that particular area. So include break is more important. If you're reading for 2 hours, take 30 minutes of break. Okay, it again it comes as per the capacity of your brain, how long you can concentrate. When you're feeling that you're losing concentrate, please, I strongly suggest take a break. Take break, relax, and come back and start your study, so that you can maintain your level of interest. If you keep on pushing yourself to read without the interest, automatically you will, like, come out from the interest of reading the UPSC. Okay, next, sharpen your memory. This is more important. You have to give more exercise to your brain in terms of solving quiz and puzzles. Sharpen your memory. How you can sharpen your memory? See, even now you can remember what exactly happened when you entered your first day of school, when you got that remembrance. See, our brain have, like, a good capability of holding more memories. So if you read this, if you do revise again and again, reading again and again, writing the keywords, okay, automatically it registered in your mind. Whenever you see that particular topic, it will recollect it, and also you can easily answer for that particular question. That is called sharpen your memory. Okay, right. So the problems, what are the common problems faced by the UPSC aspirants, and how we can make the effective study plan. So include break when you start your preparation, and also sharpen your memory in terms of reversing the concepts again and again. Okay, so how we can make the productivity in the study plan. Okay, so this productivity is more important. By end of the day, what I read, by end of my coaching, what I learned, that is called your productivity. Right, you're spending time and money, so you need to know about the productivity of your preparation, right? So how you can increase the productivity? So you started, sir, I want to prepare for UPSC in the year of 2022. I'm going for preliminary examination. Okay, right. First one is break the number of study hours. You make your own planner. Remember, I strongly suggest that you can make multiple plans. You can make multiple strategy. You just try working it out. When if fails, you move on to other. If that's okay, you stick with one. Okay, so break the number of study hours. So morning, early morning, sir, I'm waking around 5 o'clock. Okay, 5 to 7. You read the newspaper so that you can be able to answer all the current affairs, related issues, which is more important for your preliminary, mains, as well as interview. Yes, so this like this. Then, sir, I'm like, after the breakfast. So I have a lesser time of level, like 10 to 12. So make the separate schedule for that. So you have to break the number of study hours as per your plan, as per your subject that you are preparing. Okay, next, don't go in deep to the concept. The biggest problem what the UPSC aspirants are doing, even I did that mistake when I read about United Nations. Then I'll go when it was established. Okay, that is common fact. Then I'll go what are all other branches under the UN. Reading United Nations takes more time. So just I show that, like, I saw that particular keyword in the newspaper, then going in deep research about that particular topic, automatically I feel it's a vast. Every topic, it's a vastness. We have to understand the fact as per the syllabus. See, again and again, I'm mentioning the point here, syllabus, because if you want to prepare for IAS examination, you need to familiar with your syllabus. Okay, you need to familiar with your syllabus. That is mandatory. If you have study table, if you have a study room, if you have study area, please stick your paste your syllabus. You have to see the syllabus. Okay, you need to understand the facts. What is what it completely related to the policies of government, how we can interlink that particular fact into the static part of the subjects in UPSC. So the connecting dot is very important for your preparation. So if you spend your time, study our time on understanding the factors, automatically your productivity increase. Next, avoid distractions. Lot of distractions that we have today: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, like all these social media platforms are, like, deviating and distracting, like, from our preparation. Not only that, even friends, family, relations, the biggest problem is that you reveal that you prepare for UPSC examination, then you will get a lot of questions from in and around people. So you have to make sure that your preparation should not get distracted with any reasons around you. You need to be a complete concentration and mindfulness when you sit for your preparation. Okay. Next, to study with full mindfulness and concentration. I strongly suggest this. See, per day, you are reading 2 chapters or 2 topics in any subjects of UPSC preparation with a full mindfulness and concentration. That is 100% of your understanding of that particular topic. When you get that 100% of level, automatically you would feel that you studied a new thing today and you are happy for that, and your productivity gives a more value here. For example, the first reading covers 25% of, like, concepts. The second reading gives you 50% of understanding. The third reading, 75%, yes, I know the important keywords, I know how to construct the answer. Then 100% it comes after your revision, then automatically you are familiar with that particular topic. So you just grade your preparation. If you take President of India, the President of India under the Union Executive, you just start election process, qualification, like, like eligibility, election process, the powers, right? The powers and their time of working as a President of India. Likewise, you make sure these 4 concepts as a first reading. Then the second reading, after this, you can easily find the meaning. Yes, this is what the President of India. He is a nominal head of this country. He is giving the essence for all the bills in Parliament. Right. Then 75% you can have a ability to make a keyword notes of that particular chapter. Then you come back again, revise it, then you will get a familiar of 100% with the topic, so that you feel comfortable and you feel happy that yes, my productivity is increasing. If you do this practice in a regular basis, automatically you will get benefit of your own preparation. Okay. Yes. Next, very, very important point. I'm coming to very important point here is materials. I saw a lot of messages in that group and a lot of conversation based on the materials only. Sir, I want this material, I want that material, like I wanted to get this copy, that copy. I'll tell you one thing. Now, if you see the trend of Union Public Service, Civil Service examination, the resource of this examination is vast. Everywhere you get a number of resources. So the problem is content and resources available, but which one is rich? Rich content and rich resource is the biggest concern for all the aspirants who are preparing for the examination. So the vastness of the resource, your preparation in the UPSC examination that gives you a lot of question marks in your mind. So where the aspirants are lacking, they're getting confused. Okay, the confused state of mind, how to choose the right material for my preparation. Some suggest, sir, go with the R.S. Sharma. Some suggest McGraw-Hill. Some people are telling that Al-Basham. Some people are telling Lakshmikant. So likewise, authors, reference, and rich content, everything is the biggest confused part of the UPSC aspirant. I'm telling you one point here. If you wanted to stick with one particular source, you just stick with that source. You don't get distracted. Sir, I decided to go with Bipin Chandra for modern history. Okay, then don't skip from Bipin Chandra modern history. Some people may come, no, Bipin Chandra is like continuation of your medieval and ancient. You can go for Spectrum publication modern history. So that you will get that confused state of mind in terms of selecting your material. Okay, not following the same material properly throughout the preparation. Okay, throughout the preparation, the aspirants are not stick with one particular material. They are like jumping from one source to other source automatically, which leads the reduction in their productivity. Apart from that, doubts. What is the biggest doubt in making notes from which source? For example, sir, I joined one institute. The institute providing the material. Even that also not sufficient for aspirants. They are like searching for the other resources. So what happened here? If you search for more and more resources, you collect more and more resource, then automatically which leads to not read any resources. Then you become a collector of all resource, but not reading that resource. That is the problem. See, all these were the common mistakes and common problems which faced by the aspirants when they start their preparation in the initial stage. Okay. Next, guidance. I'm preparing for IAS, sir. Is it mandatory that I need to get guidance? Yes, it's much needed for UPSC preparation. You need to get guidance from the people who got experience in this platform. Okay, to start your preparation, the first guidance is required. How to start, where to start, when to start, what to read, how to read, where to read. All these questions, no, more important. So if you go to Google and if you do, search, you will get multiple, answers from multiple personalities. But here the thing is, if you get a proper guidance from one source, that gives you an exact point of starting. Okay, where to start, when to start, how to start. Okay, which year I'm going to appear. Okay, what are things required, and how to start my preparation. Apart from that, selecting the optional. Okay, you belong to any other degree, any other subject, but when you start your preparation, you start loving the subject geography. Then you don't know which subject to take. Sir, I completed my law. I want to take law as optional. It is good. Yes, it is good because yes, we have constitution and quality. Yes, social justice is there in your general studies too. So based on your interest, based on your degree background, right, we can guide which optional that the aspirants can choose. Next, to balance your academic work with the preparation. Okay, this is very important guidance. Most of the candidates I did mentor. So for all those used to come, sir, I'm studying in my college, and it is not possible for me to come up with a separate study plan. So please guide us. Sir, I'm working. It's not possible for me to spend more time. So how I can manage my time? I have only 2 days off in the week. So how I can spend that time productivity? With that productivity is more important, right? So with the academic and with the work, how you can compensate with your preparation, it is very important so that you can balance your UPSC and your academic as well as work. Next, you have to make your own study plan. If you make your own study plan, you will get a lot of confusion. The people who used to give the guidance, they know about your way of approaching the examination and where you are standing. They will give you plan as per your credibility. That is more important. Okay. So, and also you are new to UPSC, right? See, 2013 revised syllabus. Before that, we have to select two optionals, the two optional subjects in the preliminary itself to clear prelims, the biggest task. Then you had a mains. Then 2013, UPSC revised the syllabus. They gave only one optional subject in your mains examination. And also the question, trends. 2014, more number of questions from current affairs. 15, 16, 17, the current affairs plays a very important role in your preliminary examination. So to know the changing trends in the UPSC question paper, definitely you need a guidance. Without guidance, it's not possible for us to know the trends of UPSC, how they are asking questions, and what type of questions. See, for example, 2021 preliminary, people thought that they'll get a lot of questions from like 2020, okay, last year. They thought that we can get more questions from the current affairs, but they got a question paper. A lot of questions were asked from the NCERT background. Okay, static, more conceptual oriented questions. So like that, it's not possible for us to predict what type of questions UPSC will ask. But we can analyze the trend, analyze the weightage of subject, so that the guidance is more important for the preparation. Next one is current affairs analysis. Okay, most of the aspirants, like, biggest question in their mind is that which current affairs source I have to follow. So stick with one current affairs source if you are happy with the content. Add on to that, you need to start your reading of newspapers on a regular basis. Okay, I'll give you 3 platforms to follow up your current affairs on a regular basis. The Hindu dated daily basis and Press Information Bureau, PIB, all releases column. You can find important topics there. And you got AIR, All India Radio. Okay, these 3 resources will help you to stick with the proper current affairs for your UPSC preparation. Okay, so these are all the points you guys to remember. The importance of guidance. Next, time management. Yes, this is most important area of your preparation. See, act of planning and exercising conscientious control over activities. Act of planning is more important for your destiny. Yes, your destiny is like long, time goal. So you need to come up with act of planning. See, planning we can do, but how we are implementing that's matter. When you start doing the act of planning, how you are going to exercise that. Okay, right? How you are going to exercise that, how you are going to implement that. That implementation gives you productivity or not. How you are handling that preparation activities in a regular basis. Okay, next you need to remember this EEP, effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. Again, productivity is coming here. Okay, effectiveness. When you take a resource, that resource should more effective on that particular subject, and you need to have that efficiency. Okay, then productivity. These 3 you need to focus for your time management, particularly UPSC preparation. Okay, why? Because it gives you the skills and tools and techniques used to manage them when they accomplishing specific tasks. Because it is mandatory for you after becoming an IAS officer also. You will get a lot of problem to deal with the daily basis in administration. You have to be with this EEP concept, right? And also it gives you wide scope of activities. PSA of time spent. I'll tell you, PSA means planning, setting goals, and analysis. Okay, so EEP and PSA you have to remember. EEP and PSA. Effective, efficiency, and productivity, planning, setting goal, and analysis. If you are familiar with the 6 concepts, and also it is easy for you. Okay, it's easy for you to maintain your time management. Okay. So that's all.